Touch me.
Oh.
Oh, curious questions.
Woo! You have sent us your sex questions and we are going to answer them right here in bed. So today, this is our question. I wanted to ask about how to deal with a partner who does not reciprocate. I'm in a heterosexual relationship and we've been dating for a few months. We haven't had sex since I'm a virgin, but I have become comfortable with giving handjobs and blowjobs. I'm perfectly fine with doing that sort of thing, but he doesn't reciprocate unless I ask him to. How can I go about fixing this situation?
It sounds like this person probably is completely oblivious he's not doing it.
Yeah, possibly.
I mean, that's more than likely, rather than saying that he just doesn't want to do it. But there are lots of people that don't want to do it. Best thing you can do is actually just have a conversation, like open up the conversation to that person, which will help you in the long run of things, because you're supposed to just openly talk about sex anyway.
Communication is literally the key to anything to do with sex. Like, if you ever have a problem, just discuss it, because you're not going to fix it without talking.
Yeah, and no one's a mind reader. They can't guess.
A healthy relationship is like built on communication.
Yeah, I mean, communication doesn't have to literally mean that you agree on everything all the time.
No.
It's just being able to feel safe enough and comfortable enough to talk about an issue.
Yeah, and to both like realise that it is important to you and it's important to the relationship.
It can be awkward, of course, like talking about sex can be really hard to do, but
yeah, definitely.
If you're both, like, you know, you can even say that, be like, oh, this is really awkward for me to say, but like, I feel like you don't go down on me enough.
Yeah.
And I'd like you to reciprocate more. Then, okay, so worst case scenario, he's like, I don't want to do that. And then you talk about it, you understand why, you figure out your future with that person or with how you're going to deal with that relationship. Or he says, oh crap, I didn't even realise, and then he tries more.
Yeah, because also some people can just get really greedy in the bedroom and he will just be like loving all the attention that you're giving him and forget that you need to feel pleasure as well.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Like my boyfriend and I, we struggle a lot with the evenness with oral because I've got a much higher sex drive than he does. So I was always giving him head, always giving him blowjobs, because in my mind that was the way I was going to get sex.
Yeah.
And I loved giving blowjobs. I do still enjoy it because his libido isn't as high as mine. He just doesn't even think about sex as an option or doesn't think about oral. And there was a long time where I was like, I'm always giving you head and you're not reciprocating to me.
Yeah.
And all it took was talking about it for him to understand.
I also just learned about, I was listening to the Pleasure Project podcast the other day, and their whole first episode on their second series was about libido, and one of their guests was talking about there being two different ways that people get turned on, and sometimes people get turned on spontaneously, like you can just see something and like be turned on straight away, but not everyone gets turned on like that. And some people just get turned on through like being touched, and like it has to be something to do with like something that triggers it, like
interesting.
Physically. So like if your partner's then like they touch your ear or like put your hair behind your ear or just like brush you,
touch me,
and and so like it could be that your boyfriend is one of those people that doesn't necessarily get turned on like that spontaneously, but he's only getting turned on when you start to touch him.
That's
start
really
to go down
interesting. I never thought about that.
Yeah,
I'm definitely going to try that out with my partner, see if that makes a difference, because that it seemed to be like that was the only time we had sex. We wouldn't, you know, he wouldn't be sitting there thinking about sex.
No.
It would be when we're in bed, when I make the effort, when we're touching.
Yeah, or just like even through like verbal things, like giving each other compliments or like talking about something sexy.
You need a trigger
together. Exactly, like it's like it's like a trigger to turn you on, and then from then on, like the accelerator just goes up.
Yeah.
They were talking in a way that was quite interesting, because it was talking about there being like breaks. And like some people just have more brakes on, so there'll be more things that are turning them off in that situation than on.
Interesting. Okay.
So it takes a lot more to take their brakes off
As in like being...
So it's like if you had all these brakes on and you turn the accelerator on, you're not going to go anywhere still.
Yeah. Okay, I see.
So if you could like be putting porn on, but you're still not getting turned on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, is it like a self-conscious issue? Is it like a...
It could be anything. It could be like something to do with your own body. That could be a break, or
stress of work.
A fear, stress at work. A fear of like condoms. A fear of failure in the bedroom.
Yeah. Okay. So that's like the break stopping you from enjoying the situation.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, that makes a hell of a lot of sense.
Yeah.
See, I'm learning shit too, guys. even at my age, you never stop learning about sex.
This is why I love listening to other people's podcasts as well, because you learn so much from other people.
Oh yeah, you just can't know everything all at once. I mean, hence why you're here watching this video. It's because you want to learn. You've already made that first step. I think with girls, a lot of the time we feel horny because of hormones. I know that my hormones, there's a certain time in the month where for a week, and specifically for about 3 days, I am so horny where I want to fuck everything and anything, and then I'm also upset and I get emotional because I'm not having sex, or I'm not feeling like sexually fulfilled or desired, if you will. And I think that is hormones. That's when your body's going like, hey, your period's coming up, or like you're ovulating, go on, have sex so you can have a baby. I mean, it's not...
It is when you're ovulating.
Like that. It must be. Like, I'll be sitting on the train and I'll see someone's boots and I'll just be like, oh, like creaming my pants over someone's fucking boots. Like, how mad is that?
With the problem of your guy not going down on you, personally, like, I think I'd be seeking help too in that situation. I'd be like, what do I do?
Like, you think it's your fault as well?
Yeah, and you need to be equal in a relationship. Like, one person can't give and not receive anything back. That's not okay. But you just need to talk to her about it, because you're still a virgin. I'm guessing you're both still quite young, and you're just at an age where you don't know yet. So we can't just like sit here and be like, bad boy for not giving your girlfriend like head as well. Yeah,
because we find out maybe why. See if he does have any breaks or hang-ups about himself, or maybe he doesn't enjoy it, and try and figure out a way that you can enjoy it together.
Yeah, because I think as well, like, the enjoyment doesn't come from the act of what you're doing. Like, no one like it's just like, oh my god, I love licking a penis and I love licking a pussy. It's about the pleasure that you're giving the other person. Yeah. And I think that is quite...
Like, you wouldn't just suck a dildo.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's a hard thing to learn in your teenage years. Yeah. Because that doesn't come naturally. You're not like, oh, sex is about pleasuring someone else, because you've been told that sex is about your own pleasure.
With the reciprocation thing, it doesn't mean he has to give you oral to give him oral to reciprocate. He could show his appreciation or reciprocation in a different way. You know, it could be buying you a sex toy, or it could be doing something nice for you, or cooking you dinner. As long as he's showing that he's trying to make the effort, especially if he has a problem with sex, then that might change the whole situation. But all of it is communication and understanding. He probably has no idea that, why aren't you eating me out? I've given you loads of blowjobs, especially because we focus on it. We're very emotional about it. And it's like we tally it up in our head, like, well, the last this many times I give you 5 blowjobs and you've given me 1 head, and like, that's gonna fuck with your mind anyway, rather than just being like,
it shouldn't be some sort of competition. You both want to feel like you're getting sexually satisfied, and that's kind of the goal, is you want to be equally sexually satisfied as your partner and happy.
Yeah, exactly. Happiness is everything, but you can only be happy if you find out and talk about it.
This was like a really long-winded way to answer your question, but I hope it has helped. And also, just if your boyfriend is actually physically scared, or like doesn't know really what he's doing, then either teach him yourself, like tell him what you like, or show him one of our videos. We've got lots of cunnilingus tips videos up here.
That's very true. And it's okay to be scared about sex. Especially when you're young, and especially if you're with a new person, even if you're experienced. Like, there are, you know, if I had sex with a different person now, I might be terrified, because I have no idea how this next person is gonna feel or react, or how their body works. It's all like a learning process together.
It's such a big learning experience, and it takes time.
Time, and just remember to have fun.
Definitely. Always have fun. If sex isn't fun, you shouldn't be doing it.
And Absolutely. I hope this has been helpful, guys. If you have any questions you want to have us answer, then just slide into our DMs and write curious questions at the top, and we will do our best to make you a video.
On Instagram, by the way.
Yeah, make them as detailed as possible as well.
Yeah.
The fact that this girl said we're virgins, I think she mentioned that they're in a heterosexual relationship, really helps us answer your questions.
Yeah, the more detailed they are, the better advice we can give. But then if you do just have a broad question as well, like, you can send that in as well. Go check out our new podcast, Fucks Given.
We have a guest on each week to discuss the fucks that made us, or changed our life, or, you know, gave us an epiphany.
Listen on Apple Podcasts,
Spotify,
Acast,
and Google Play.
and more. Don't forget to leave us a review and subscribe to the podcast.
Hashtag fucks given.